To be bothered, you get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Cousins Redskins going up against Rodgers Packers.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Second down now after the incompletion. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This will be caught just inside the 10. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Perine. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Redskins Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On second down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers! Lance Kendricks, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys going to football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Cousins now to throw on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Cousins now from the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down following the incompletion. To the air again, it's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Paul. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Niles Paul, 37 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell McClain coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Crowder. Able to avoid him at the 40. Score! Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 76 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 63 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Play action for P. Ryan. Now Cousins flushed out right. And some room to work. Space to maneuver at the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They toss to P-Ryan, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second down, Cousins. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Cousins a handoff. This is P-Ryan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Cousins now on second down. And this is caught at the end. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the ground with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Niles Paul with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, that pass hitting the ground means time to shift gears for a second. Look at the AFC West. The Chiefs and the Chargers playing Saturday night in what could be ultimately a division championship game.
Boy, things have really changed, though, haven't they? Because we thought that at one point the Chiefs were running away with this division. They came back to the pack. The Chargers came forward. And as you mentioned, now we're down to potentially a one-game showdown to decide who's going to go to the playoffs, and what a showdown that's going to be. Alex Smith for the Chiefs, Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. Let's get it on.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Shift together here from the D-line. First down, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Cousins on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Cousins now. This one caught by Crowder. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. On play action, Cousins. It's hauled in by Doxson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ryan Grant as time expires in the first half. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, here's Pirine. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. Pass, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the off-road corner, Josh Norman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception, Cousins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins setting up the screen to Pirine. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, comes out with the football. Look.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And his pass, incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, while we have a second, I want to revisit our MVP discussion that we've had the last couple of weeks because obviously Carson Wentz was a candidate, but he goes down with a knee injury, so 13 games on his resume. Not that he's worried about this, but for our sake, is he still a candidate for MVP?
I think that he still is, but now he's almost at the mercy of what happens around him. And what I mean by that is 13 games is enough. There's plenty of body of work there. But if Tom Brady continues to go off and New England goes in as the #1 seed in the playoffs, you know, that bolsters his case, of course. Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers, a wide receiver, starting to get a lot of buzz now as being an MVP candidate. Russell Wilson's hit, you know, his chances took a little bit of a hit last week in the loss to Jacksonville. But what might help Wentz more than anything, partner, is if Philadelphia loses some games now without it. That shows just how valuable he is. They don't want it. He doesn't want it. But that may demonstrate his MVP qualities.
But Antonio Brown creeping in over 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews. get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Forced out. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Third and goal for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a big one there is that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 33. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Cousins here to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Cousins gives this to Pirine. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down following the run. Here's Pirine. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
To throw, Cousins. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.